Hello and welcome. Wait, sorry, I have to get that dramatic hand clap. Hello. Wait, there it is. Hello and welcome to the Wiggly Community Podcast with another
Woo!
episode.
Woo!
I'm your host, Wayne, and my friends are.
What did you?
I'm-
What did you? What did you say, Rich? I couldn't hear you.
I said, "Hello, I'm Rich. I'm your host. I'm your main man, and in studio, my friends are." And
I'm Ben.
I'm Nick.
Me as Jet.
And I'm Kobe.
anyways, today, quite a few hours ago, the Wiggles get back. I mean, not not to get back. Sorry. To the hot potato. The story of the Wiggles documentary dropped. Sorry, I'm a Beatles fan. My mind was thinking of the Get Back documentary by the Beatles. Anyways,
Here.
yeah, that's right. The Wiggles hot potato. The story of the Wiggles documentary dropped today. Today, after
Woo!
recorded. So most of these guys have not really watched it. So this is basically we'll record our reactions and our thoughts on it because once we watch it, obviously, yeah, because this is in our last moments for watching it.
Yes.
I normally like lead the episode and kind of segments and help guide the conversations. But today, since I've already seen the documentary all the way through twice already, I'm gonna take a back seat just this one time and let these guys lead. So, yeah. First, I just want to. The first opening question for you guys is, what are you guys hoping to see? Or yeah, I'll just start with that to keep it easy. What are you guys hoping to see with this documentary as you guys go one by one?
Lots of talking.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I do.
I want to see some of the early Wake Up Jeff stuff if it's in there.
Yeah, I want to hear the full performance of when they performed Hot Tamale at a busking while busking.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut right now.
You did that.
Yes.
What I would like to see is Rumpumpa Stomp. You know, the one like okay, so let me put it this way. You know how like in TV series one you see them do Rumpumpa Stomp? That
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can get like a little like snippet of that. Like
If
whole
we
like
do-
music video for it.
We got a little snippet of that, Kobe. It's in the TV series 1 intro. That's
Yeah.
all.
I mean the whole thing, not just the snippet of it.
You said the snippet.
You said a
I don't
snippet.
know why I said that. I meant to say the whole thing.
There you go. I feel like
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt, but I also want to see a clip of the unaired pilot.
Same here.
Oh, that's a good thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, what I was hoping to see, like before I watched it, was I'm not gonna lie, I'm really into like early to mid '90s, and even if it's for like 2 seconds or a split second of like stuff back then, I'm glad I got to see that. Yeah, but also was really hoping that like get to see him go into depth and tell stories or more behind the scenes stuff, like stories we never heard of and stuff like that. And I was glad I got to see that. I'm so tempted to say more, but I'm gonna zip, zip, as they say in the Wiggles movie.
They should bring that like zip thing back. Like whenever stuff they don't want to actually like talk about, you should bring that back.
If this documentary is going to be good as they say it is, I will say this, and you might or might not agree with me, but in my opinion, I think the Wiggles lost their magic when Sam left.
I agree with that. Not to be biased, but I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when it comes to memories, you have what once was versus the now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when now that I feel that magic is there. Well, my opinion is there again. I mean, now as in like 2012.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it was great that Gray came back, but obviously, it wasn't the same. It didn't.
No, it wasn't the same. I
Felt like a
wouldn't
cash grab.
I wouldn't say that the magic was gone when Sam left. I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit of it, but I feel like the magic was there after this until after the celebration stuff ended.
Ooh, that's a good
Close.
theory.
I feel like the closest we had to the magic coming back was, I'd say, towards the mid to late of like the celebration tour when they started revisiting old songs they haven't done.
Yeah.
Probably it was like in the studio and just kind of in a way like going back to the roots, but
Mm-hmm.
also it didn't really feel like the OGs that we knew of. I mean,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Aki Takayunga, who that?
I'm
Hockey
not,
Talk Young is a good song. Sorry.
Who that?
I know this is a little bit off related, but now they're on that subject, so we can have things to say. What was actually on that subject of like 2012? What was your guys' like favorite songs they did from like the celebration tour, but any part of like 2012 live?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's let Ben go first because he has his hand up.
Yes.
Age before beauty. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
mhm.
I like the song. I just didn't like all the challenges that they had Patty do.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the concept because they're just themes, but
Yeah.
the final show we did hear, or the final shows we did hear Greg play an epic bass solo. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like it was good. Like I enjoyed them bringing back like Henry's Dance and like Anki Talkianga. There's a clip of them doing Caveland and Tommy Kangaroo Down Sport. Even play guitar with Murray for one show. Again, just those songs that they haven't done in years. It was nice to
Here Comes a Bear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, what about you guys?
It was too many challenges for it's Captain Feathersword. That's the only reason why I don't like it. It was they dragged the song a bit.
I
But
feel like
I like Okay, go on with what you were saying, Rich.
Oh, sorry. The only thing I was going to say was, I feel like the better way they could have pulled it off, at least in just my own opinion, is to have just the OGs do the challenges because it's like that they're
Yeah.
leaving the moment in the spotlight. Keep it brief,
Yeah.
not too long, but that would have been better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they had everybody on stage involved. They had the OGs, they had Lockie, they had Emma, even frickin' Ringo, Simon, whatever his name is, got a turn.
That
Even
way. Sorry.
they weren't even out of turn.
You were saying?
It's like I get that everyone should have some spotlight, but I feel like in that way wasn't the best. I feel like that wasn't the best way to do it. I mean, I don't know.
No,
They're better
because
again.
they dragged the song.
Yeah,
I feel like that wasted time.
yeah. I feel like for fun, kind of. Well, I said fun, but I would have enjoyed it more if they used the OG backing track,
Yeah.
or maybe they did. I don't know. I haven't listened to that in a while. Actually, I take that back. I think they did, but they just added. They took out all the lead and backing vocals. But I think I don't know. I don't remember.
I would have enjoyed it more
course.
if they introduced the song and go straight into the song and then move on to the next one.
Right.
Yeah.
I take that back, but when I said, well, given every single person on stage to spotlight. I feel like that whole show should have just been only the OGs. In my opinion, should have gotten the spotlight because they're the ones obviously leaving, moving on. Like the rest of them, they're all going to be there for the next following years. So I feel like next year, like it'll be all on all them to carry the show. So that would have been that's how when they should have gotten their turn the spotlight. But yeah. You live and you learn, as they say.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess.
Right, but like I was gonna say, my favorite songs in that were "Here Come Our Friends" and "Up Down Turn Around," just to see Surfer Jeff represented in some way.
I agree with that.
Was good.
They also did Waltz and Matilda.
They did. I
And
mean,
in reality. In reality.
was that the Rapture?
I heard trumpet sound.
Yeah, I mean, so I've been in the Book of Revelation recently. How they're talking about how the Rapture is like in putting like a blink of an eye, it's not quick or. Oh, and Kobe's gone. Oh, never mind.
You thought Kobe left?
No, because Kobe got up and walked out for a couple seconds.
I just want to turn my lamp.
Yeah, it's like I heard like a trumpet sound for a second. Not a trumpet sound. I heard a sound for a second. I looked down and Kobe wasn't there. I was like, did the rapture really happen? No, I mean I'm not saying it to make a joke. I mean the rapture is a very real and serious thing, which we need to be ready for. But I don't know. You all know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, quick little PSA. We never know when the rapture is going to come, so time for us to be ready. Live each day as if it was going to happen today. Moving on.
Yes.
So elsewhere yet or
no, I'm good on that.
Yeah, okay. So now, I think my favorite. Well, okay, so my favorite songs from the Celebration tour is one is it was Captain Feathersword, the Monkey Dance, and Play Your Guitar with Murray. Even though that was only done during the last final shows they did in Australia, not the ones they did in the US.
Ah, gazooks! Somebody stole only number 11s.
If they at least done a couple songs from a couple more songs from Surfer Jeff in the Celebration tour, I can definitely picture Captain Feathersword saying that.
Hey, don't forget ooey allergies.
Oh yeah, that too.
I said that earlier.
yeah,
It's okay.
it was moving right along.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of some questions. Do you guys have any questions that you guys would want to ask regarding the documentary?
Should we get back to talking about the documentary?
Yes. That's the whole point of the video.
That's what I mean. Do any of you guys want to ask a question about the documentary, or actually, I'll start with that. Actually, why not? To keep it rolling, why don't we have each of you guys go around the room and ask a question about it for Lola to answer?
I wonder if they'll do cool things.
And
Kind of cool things. Show 1 second of unreleased footage.
I wonder if they love us.
that will happen. We could have already gotten full unaired stuff, but 94, 95 live. Wiggly Party live.
Big Show 90. No, I mean, bigger car tour.
Exactly.
No.
I meant to say bigger car.
Wiggly Big Show 1999. Wiggly Party Live. That's all we want.
We like to say hello live 1997.
Oh, that's what a lot of people will want to see.
Wiggly Party Tour.
Wiggly Safari Show.
I was literally thinking.
It's rocking live.
I just need a cough. Anyways, no, for me, I'm gonna say Dorothy's birth. I don't want to spoil it, but screw it. I'm gonna say it. I mean, I'm glad that we did get to see. Finally had some footage of the Dorothy's. I think it's the Dorothy's birthday party tour, 1994, or it was technically the Yummy Yummy tour. So sort of spoil it, but I'm gonna spoil it. I'm thankful we got that.
Oh, good.
Sorry to spoil it, but I'm gonna spoil it just because I can spoil it all I want. Because I
would like to see.
None of you have.
You'll be wiggling Christmas show.
Yeah, we didn't. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Okay. I need to.
It's fine.
Dead store.
All right.
What did you say?
I said, Dead store.
Dad's door.
You mean Wiggle Dancing Live in concert?
Sure.
But live on stage. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Promo? No, it wasn't a promo. I mean, anyways, yeah. Anyways, do you have a question to ask everybody, or actually go to yeah?
Boingo Boingo farewell tour. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
All right, Ben.
Actually, one question I do have is, I don't know if this is gonna like be true or not, but do you think they would have like at least shown like how like the company Maiden like got in contact with the Wiggles to like make their guitars?
Oh, Maiden.
Yeah.
That would have been. That should have. I'm gonna spoil it. That should have been in there, because that really that did change the face of the Wiggle. In some way, really changed the Wiggles, because they still use Maiden guitars to this day.
Yes.
Nick has his arms out wide.
I'm looking on my laptop on the desk.
What are you getting mad at, Nick? You're a keyboard player.
I'm not getting mad.
No, it was a joke.
I understand.
Yeah. What about you, Ben? For a question you have to ask us regarding the documentary.
Well, I want to know how these were made.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, that is.
Yeah,
I
that was,
highly doubt they'll get into that.
yeah, that was.
I don't know.
So Rich watched the documentary twice.
I
Yeah.
know, but he's not gonna keep spoiling it.
I know.
I mean, you don't force it out of me.
I will not.
Thank you. I don't want to.
You're welcome.
I already spoiled Endgame back in 2019.
Oh.
Who?
But to be fair, okay, there's context then. My friends, they freaking wrote how the whole movie goes on paper. Literally the day it was in the first day it was in theaters. So I started posting on social media. Hey guys, an Endgame, you're welcome. Because my friends were going around the room telling everybody that, so I thought, okay, well, let's spoil it. But that's why you don't copy your friends.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But I guess another thing regarding the top, I feel like we're so off topic. But I'm trying. I mean, I feel like the point of this is because I feel like it's the talk because we haven't seen the documentary. Well, you guys haven't seen the documentary in full. Is the talk about I don't know things you want to see or what you're looking forward about it or what you think's going to happen and all that, and then I guess so we can react to this after we've seen it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm looking at the recording time. We're good on time though.
20 minutes.
Yes.
it's been a lot of dead air, pretty much. But
Yeah.
it was
There's nothing much else to talk about, really.
Well, you got to keep this under an hour.
yeah.
That'll
I
make it easier for me to edit.
Here's a
Okay.
special episode. It's really short.
Yeah.
Yes.
But as of the documentary, though, I mean, I feel like we had to think about watching this and then reacting to this or whatever. I mean, why don't we just go with, I don't know, predictions. Sorry, I'm running up things. This is why I don't want to do everything myself. It's hard. It's a lot of pressure doing this all myself. I get on the hook, whatever. That's all good. But I don't know what predictions, or what predictions do we think we might end up seeing in the documentary? Let's have again just one by one.
Talking about how they went to the U.S. and talked about their time there and how they made Wiggles famous in U.S. through Playhouse Disney.
That is it. Next,
I predict Paul Paddock's going to be in it. I don't know why.
Yes. Okay. What? All right. For real. What else? Like.
I predict that they're going to go into a little bit of the touring and maybe wiggle and learn and getting strong with Greggy Pagey. I know I'm wrong on that last part. I don't even need to watch it to know I'm wrong on that last part.
You don't know that?
Going to keep my mouth shut so I won't spoil it right now.
Here is my prediction. They're rarely going to mention Philip.
You're right. Okay, sorry. All right, sorry. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut. You're right about that, Nick.
They do it in pretty much almost every documentary.
Yeah, because I'm glad that they mention him, but it's also it's almost like they don't really care about him anymore, which is not cool. It's like freaking Anthony or whoever's in charge. Look around. The fans are more in touch or more in contact with Philip than you guys are, than the freaking Wiggles are. The Wiggles, they freaking worked with Philip. Like Philip was a Wiggle, but yet us fans are more in contact with him than they are. That's sad, and that shouldn't be the case.
This man is the forgotten Wiggle.
Exactly, he shouldn't be. I get it. He was a Wiggle 30 years ago, but still, he was still a Wiggle.
Yeah.
Here's
Once
another
a Wiggle, always a Wiggle.
Right.
Here's a prediction. They're gonna say Greg, Anthony, and Murray being the preschool teachers, not mentioning Philip.
Well, Philip wasn't a preschool teacher. He worked in the music department, if that's correct.
Oh, okay. I think so. I could be. My bad.
All right, but all right, for Kobe and Ben, what predictions do you guys have or think could happen in the documentary? What do you think I'm seeing?
I predict that they'll probably talk about all the. Well, I don't know if this is. Okay, I'll just put it this way. I predict they'll probably mention a couple of the celebrities that they have met over the years.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut right now.
That's something they mention in every documentary. It's obvious.
Yeah. We'll just. Yeah.
I have another prediction. They're gonna show John Travolta singing "Hot Potato" incorrectly.
Squish banana, squish banana.
Yeah, they do. They do. All right, your turn.
Well, I want to see the full-on show where Brett filled in for Greg and Shaq came on stage to play Hot Potato.
That was not in it.
Pooh.
Any other predictions?
I mean, I feel like because Anthony mentioned Greg's understudies. Well, some of them. We'll just say some of them. When they showed the clip of Brett Clark, they should have at least showed that clip of Brett filling in for Greg for that show. Yeah. What else? Actually, this next segment, we'll just give each of you guys a couple minutes to talk about the documentary. What your words on that? Because we're running out of things to say. We'll start off with Ben and then Kobe, since you guys are the quietest. Anything you want to say about the documentary or something? At least just something.
Well, I haven't watched it yet, but I think it'll be the best documentary of 2023.
Yeah.
That I can agree with that. There's a lot of Because I can tell that just judging from like the trailer and the clip that have been shown, we can already tell this is going to be a good one.
Heck,
Yeah.
the trailer got tears to my eyes when I watched it.
Yeah.
Trailers can be deceiving as well.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely. But anyways, so I don't know. What do you feel like yourself in the past? I mean, what do you would you want to tell yourself in the past before watching the documentary, if there's even anything to say?
Ooh, that's a good question.
In the past or the future?
Well, right now we're the past because we haven't seen it in full yet. Well, we as in you guys.
Hmm.
Me hopes that you enjoy the movie. If not, I assume you're just gonna move on with life. That's myself in the future.
Yeah.
I would say to my past self, I would have said, Ben, when you hit 24 years old, you're going to be watching a documentary on the OG Wiggles. You're going to love it. And you'll own a feather sword.
I would say, ooh,
All right, thanks, Jet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I got a lot of opinions on my younger self, to be honest.
You mean what about your older self?
Go for it.
I
Go
love
for it.
my older self. I don't really like my younger self as much. But Lil me, Lil Jet,
I'm going to do some math problems for you.
I'm gonna pray for you in Spanish and English. little me,
Go to tie that shoe.
little me, just keep on living with your squeaky voice, and don't worry, it goes away eventually. And while you're 21, not when you hit 21, but while you are in the process of being 21, like I am right now, you will get to see a documentary from the Wiggles.
And you'll scream at YouTube ads.
Yes, that too.
Absolutely.
Okay, I talked about. Sorry, I talked about what I would be like in the future, but okay, my younger self. I know you love Wiggles. I'm pretty sure you're going to love the documentary more than I am right now.
I would tell myself, younger you got a lot to learn, you a lot to realize, you got a lot to learn. So get the knowledging.
Yes,
Yes.
same here.
But also, again, I always say go with your gut. Like, if there's something in there that you know that's not right, just because they lived it doesn't automatically mean they're right.
Right.
There are some things
Right.
that are told a little incorrectly. I know that they've seen and heard things that we haven't, and there's been conversations that we weren't a part of. But
Yeah.
people, when they don't remember, they don't sometimes don't remember stuff correctly. So that's something to be aware of too. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
Okay, so I would basically tell my younger self that when you get older, and okay, I'll just put it this way. I'll put it this way. And when you get older, don't let anyone tell you that you're too old to like something. Even if it's the Wiggles, don't let anyone like push you away saying you can't enjoy. Like no matter how old you get, that you'll enjoy the OG Wiggles for a lifetime.
Woo! Inspiring words, young Kobe.
Kobe.
Kobe!
I have something on that subject to petition. There's freaking tons and tons of adults that once Disney Plus came out, that if Disney Plus could be a social norm for adults our age, dude, if freaking Hannah Montana and Disney shows, nothing against that. If that's if it's nothing wrong with watching that on Disney Plus, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with watching the Wiggles.
Exactly.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Yes.
Wiggles Plus. Like if they want to freaking give us stuff, unreleased stuff we've never seen before, boom, Wiggles Plus. Hire someone else to take care of the legal stuff and to upload it legally. Hire someone of YouTube, and yeah, boom, Wiggles Plus.
Yeah.
Wiggles Plus. I would actually go there and watch the videos.
Yeah.
We all
Or-
would.
Or
Bro.
what they could do? Bring back Wiggle Time TV and just make it
Yeah,
where you release unreleased stuff.
but also, I mean, Favorite Card Tour and Wiggly Show 1999 and Wiggly Safari 2002 and Wiggly Party Live 2001. You'll Be Wiggling Show. You know, I don't see why we couldn't have that already. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a way to get people to relive their childhood memories.
Yes.
Also, I do gotta say, in the trail, not in the trailer, but I think it was when they started like advertising it last year or early this year, whatever it was. They had a clip of what it looked like to be "We Like to Say Hello." That's not in there. I don't know why. They showed it, but didn't show it.
We like to say hello from what?
What looked like mid to late Barry Car Tour.
Oh,
But we
Okay,
did
this is the thing with trailers, okay? So
not. Well, it wasn't a,
sometimes in a trailer there will be footage that's just for the trailer.
that's what I call it getting rickrolled.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in the trailer. It was on the news. It was like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
interviews.
Yeah. Maybe it's just for the news interview, to be B-roll as they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I know something to pass the time to talk about that is documentary related. So without spoiling anything, there is talks. Well, Sam, as you know, I think it was last. Well, for us, it was last night. Actually, yeah, for us, it was last night. In Australia, that was probably today or probably yesterday at this point. They had the OGs, and then they had Sam. Sam was talking about his disappointments in the documentary, how as he was called it, history was creatively rewritten or whatever, and how he was just how they displayed his departure. I was gonna say on that subject of 2000. So there was talks of 2012 without spoiling it. So for the rest of the time, why don't we just talk about the year of like without going too far? Why don't we just talk about like 2012 for a little bit, and because I know we have a lot to say on that.
All right, yeah, we could go into 2012 for a bit.
Also, can you guys please help talk? I don't want to do most of the talking.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, we're gonna have you start.
Okay. 2012.
Yeah.
I'm not really that fond of that year. Not just Wiggles related, personally related as well. Yeah, there were some good moments there, but mostly not that satisfying.
Well, why is that? Why don't you talk about that? Why you weren't satisfied with that year?
The set lists of concerts were not that great, honestly. Like, yeah, they had some good songs, but most of it were just, it's all right. The final show, their final show was good because it had songs they haven't performed in a while, like Henry Stance and Play Guitar with Murray.
And some of the Christmas songs too.
Yes, because it was around Christmas time when it happened. But based on what I've heard, Sam was fired because Greg decided to come back. Not really much of closure, isn't it?
Now, from what I can remember from around the time in 2012, like when I first heard about Greg coming back, there's I remember watching like footage of a concert of the Celebration tour. Like it was like at the beginning of Greg's return, and I remember Marty like saying that he wanted to get like I don't know if Marty like really meant to say this, but he said that they wanted to give like a big thank you to Stan for being the Yellow Wiggle for 5 years, and they did. Marty did say that they wish Sam all the best on what else he was going to be working on.
Yes. I remember when I heard Greg came back, and I think it was like in the middle of 2012, and I was surprised. I was happy, and then for a year, I thought Greg was back full time. Then I realized when I heard that there were new Wiggles in May 2013. That's when I heard that there were new members, with Anthony still being in the Wiggles.
Yeah. Yeah, 2012 was a hard year. Because they did stuff for Jeff, and then they did their celebration thing, and then after that, it went downhill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All new Wiggles and an all new TV series, even though it was some of it was shot still, but 2012.
Yeah,
And that's where it became to a point where most of the fans came for one Wiggle.
Yeah.
The man still wiggling after 30 something years, Anthony.
I was talking about Emma, that she was the star of the show for an entire era.
Oh, sorry.
You're not wrong, bud.
Yeah, Anthony is still in the Wiggles.
I'm glad too.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like he's fit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though he's not dancing as much, he still tries to. But he's playing drums again. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
The drums.
I guess you could say he likes getting strong.
With John.
Oh,
I will say though, for when Anthony does retire, I hope that he'll at least like stay like at least as doing like different various roles. It's still being like a touring at least, and like in the studio at least being like I assume that Anthony would just mostly be the directing and gunning your all that, but also still doing various like on-screen roles and characters. So
kind of like what Greg, Murray, and Jeff did, like around the first time Emma, Lucky, and Simon became Wiggles.
I feel like with Anthony, it would probably be a lot more because I mean, Anthony does love like how things are right now, so I assume he'll want to be there. He enjoys it, so I assume that when he retires, he'll want to be there for every like moment.
Mm-hmm.
But blue, which I feel like honestly better fit for him now, where he's still showing everything, still I guess guiding him and directing him and leading him, but just not just doing everything he does now, but just not in blue shirt.
Yeah.
That I can definitely see.
Same here. Like, this man created the Wiggles.
Yeah. Nothing against Anthony. He's the GOAT. Well, which if you don't know what that means, it's a positive thing. It means like you're the man, the
greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's what it means to be the GOAT. But Anthony's great. But yeah, obviously it's just to us we just I don't know. It's just time.
He's great. He's just a better liar than a Wiggle, but that's a story for another day.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that one day. But again, yeah. He could also learn what it means to be a man of your word, but also or at least explain or tell that to people instead of just But how I feel about 2012, to keep it brief, was like obviously I was excited to see Greg come back, but confused on go. But I couldn't really tell much, but I could tell at least 10-year-old me could definitely tell that Sam was upset and it was handled horribly. I don't blame him, but Greg came, but also it wasn't the same. Like
Mhm.
I feel like they could have done some sort of mini series like what they did for Wiggly Waffle. Maybe not with Sprout necessarily, but still a little mini series for selling for television. And
Yeah.
Surfer Jeff's great, but I feel like they could have done some a little bit better, or at least two like shorter videos, or two regular length videos instead of one video.
Instead of one video and a concert video.
Yeah, I feel like the video Surfer Jeff, not against it. I feel like it was just a lot of parts were just really just random and songs like every 5 seconds. I mean, I get that's what normally works, but I feel like that time that didn't seem to work. It's just
Yeah.
and I felt a lot of it was just too random.
And
In the
here's
story,
the thing, if I can interrupt. Here's the thing too. I always say this whenever I talk about Surfer Jeff, but it seems like that video was trying to be too many things at once. It was trying to be a Wiggles version of Aladdin, a Wiggle Bay sequel. I feel like somewhat a Yummy Yummy sequel, even though it didn't have any of the songs from Yummy Yummy. But I feel like it was trying to be a Yummy Yummy sequel with a little hint of it trying to be a Cold Spaghetti Western sequel because Alfonso was in there.
and I feel like I feel like they had somehow had a storyline, but it was just I feel at the same time it's just going all over the place with like Jeff's wishes to travel around the world and to surf. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get that they had all that footage from touring the year before, but and it was a little too all over the place. But also, yeah, I mean, it was great to have the OGs back, but it just I don't know how to describe it. It just didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
And also, it was the first time they experienced negative backlash. But I feel like Surfer Jeff is like that, or 2012 is that weird, like it's that weird mix of like the world of 2011, not 2011, but the world of the Sam era versus the upcoming Emma era.
Yeah.
Like that's how it felt like mixed in one.
Yeah.
Like, the Sam era and again, or salmon era. All we describe as a salmon era hybrid.
To me, it sounds like a transitional era from one era to the next.
That's literally what that was exactly what 2012 was. That's why they Greg back to be a transition, but also,
yeah.
I mean, I thought their intent was to have it go from like, well, they even said themselves, let's go from like Sam to Simon while having Greg fill in that gap while Simon gets trained up and mentored and prepared and all that. But obviously with Murray and Jeff, like them, yeah. And as Anthony said, he went to a board meeting and Murray and Jeff were handing in their resignation letters. You know, what's going on? Like, obviously a lot happened, but obviously a lot. It wasn't as simple as going from like Sam to Simon. But I feel like, okay, last thing I want to say, the controversy of Sam's departure. My thoughts are, if I keep it brief, there's 4 separate stories. Anthony's story of what happened, Sam's story of what happened, Greg's story of what happened, and the media story. The media obviously like a lot of things that aren't correct. Sam knows things that we don't know, and if anything, I would actually believe Sam's story more than everyone else, because my opinion is it didn't seem like Sam knew what was going on. Sam didn't even know that he was getting fired until the day before. Right. Greg and Anthony's story, they're all two different stories. I get that everyone has a different side of the story, which may look different. That might be the case, but with a bunch of different stories, something is not lining up.
Yeah.
Even for everyone's different perspective, something is lining up. and I'm not putting blame on anybody. I'm not putting blame on Anthony or Greg or the media. Honestly, as they say, that lies between the management, which I believe would be Nick Conway, if I'm not mistaken, or whoever, obviously whoever it is. But you know for sure. Also, with a story, there's always some detail that always gets left out.
Yeah.
What we know, Sam didn't hear about nothing. There are people say that Sam was kind of not being nice, and the Wiggles were tired of his crap, so they wanted to do stuff without him. I don't know if that's why they did the freaking contract story, the contract card or whatever, but didn't seem like Sam. That might even be a legal issue because who knows? Maybe they had Sam. I'm not here to make assumptions, but yeah, they something happens. That's all I can really say. I feel
Yeah.
I'll just
At some point, the truth will be revealed.
Yeah.
honestly, I hope so. But I mean, it's already been 11 years,
Yeah.
and the documentary regarding Sam's departure, Sam even said the history was really rewritten. So there are lies regarding that, but also it seemed like Anthony was kind of in denial, at least how it looked at me, that he was that Anthony, not saying it was his fault, but Anthony seemed like Anthony knew more about what was going on with that, but was chosen to act like he was in denial.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, that's something that I want to react to. Is
Yeah.
I will probably just talk about, it, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like we'll probably may never know unless I feel like the only way we'll really know what really happened is if the Wiggles management regarding Sam's firing will step forward and share their story. It's Sam shares his story. But I feel like Greg's the one who's been honest. I feel like yeah, as they say, Greg and Sam met up for coffee and for them to hand back for Sam to hand back to Skivvy, which was two separate skivvies. Greg gave him the 2001 skivvy, and Sam gave him back the 2007 one. So, anyways, yeah, they met up for coffee and they realized that the fault didn't lie within Greg. I will agree though that it wasn't a matter of Greg wanting back in, so they push him out of the way. That it does the fault does lie within the management. But 2011, Greg was wanting to come back. But the freaking news he found out by the news saying, as although Greg is much loved, there's no current plan for him to rejoin. As of the future, it just won't happen. How do you go from that in 2011? It just won't happen to
So a year later, him coming back.
right. Supposedly there were rumors at the ARIA backstage at the ARIA Awards 2011 while they're getting it into like the Hall of Fame, the ARIA Hall of Fame or Wall of Fame, whatever it was, that Jeff supposedly was talking to Greg about wanting to come about Sam's contract was going to end, so they're going to need someone else. Well, that's what Greg said on his YouTube Q&A that they want to transition from Sam to someone else. But yeah. But anyways, we may never know, but that's what I don't like about 2012. It shouldn't have ended the way it did for Sam. Yeah. Otherwise, Sam would probably be more involved with Wiggles, and he still has trauma. Well, not trauma. Maybe trauma. And some other things that, yeah, some unhealed wounds that even through his documentary, he even said he was hoping to get mended, but never did. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. I've been talking too much. I'm gonna shut up now.
No, it's okay. At least we got a couple of theories.
I remember when Sam was promoting the Biddy Bomb song, like the teaser, like he was wearing his yellow skivvy, but the logo was blurred.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was for an April Fool's joke, but yeah, it did feel nice seeing him actually put on the Wiggles skivvy and pant for one last time.
Yeah,
but it was also blurred, which could say something.
The logo was blurred, not the.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The logo.
Could have been for some legal reasons, or I don't know. I'm not going to make assumptions, but
maybe I don't know.
maybe we should start wrapping this thing up. This is
Yeah.
a good time to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so.
Go around the room. Any final remarks or comments regarding that before we move on? We'll just go one by one. Jet, any final remarks regarding the documentary?
Well, I'm not gonna say anything about what I want to see or make a prediction or anything like that. I'm just gonna say that I can't wait to watch this documentary with these fine gentlemen here, and I can't wait to see what David saw. I mean, what Rich saw. Sorry, I'm gonna have to edit that out. That'll cost me time, editing time.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Yeah, they call me David sometimes, so
Yeah.
you don't have to edit that out. Don't worry about that. All right, Ben. Final remarks regarding the documentary.
Well, I just hope it's one of the best.
Kobe.
All I have to say, and okay, here's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be Wiggly amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick.
I want to see it. I hope it's good. I hope it's gonna be a documentary I'll watch more than others.
Oh, that's a good. Oh.
That is
It's
correct.
gonna be that for all of us.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Me
I want
too.
to say one more thing, and I hope it gets an Oscar. I don't know if it would be possible, but it would be great to see that documentary get a dang Oscar.
That would be cool.
I want to see it get an Ari.
I want to do something. I do too. Sorry, before we wrap it up, I kind of want to do something that we've never done before. That we figure we want to do just for in honor of Hot Potato. I'm sorry, we got to do it.
Oh, hold on. Let me get set up. Here, hold on.
Oh, we're actually
Hold on. I'm not ready.
Okay,
Me is not ready.
all of us. Like, yeah.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, actually, Nick. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have you. Yeah, you and the piano man, and the guitar, and everyone else. You guys can sing and dance to it.
Hold on.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn up my volume so I can hear.
Nope.
Can you hear this?
Yep.
Okay, good. That means people will hear it.
Nick, if you're gonna play the chords, should I play the bass, or should I do the bass line, or should I just do the guitar?
You choose what you want.
Yeah.
I'll just do both. I'll just do.
How would that be possible? Playing two instruments at once.
No, I mean the bass line.
Oh,
I legit thought Ben was wearing a Spider-Man mask. I don't know why.
Are we ready?
Yes.
yeah.
Let's go.
In honor of Hot Potato, the best of the Wiggles, we bring you.
Hot potato, hot potato. Potato. Potato, potato, potato. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti.
Big jump now.
Give me that food. Give me that food.
Banana, mashed banana. Mashed banana, mashed banana. Mashed banana, mashed banana.
Banana.
Banana, banana, banana.
Oh, wait.
Give me that food. Give me that.
Potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato, potato, potato.
Woo!
But that's not all. I'm gonna take the song out with I said hot. I said a hot potato. Yeah. My name is Jet.
Well, I
Okay.
guess. Wait. That's right. So we want to thank you, everybody. Until next time.
Keep
Bye.
on wiggling.
Wiggling.
Yeah, what we said. And bye.